So I want to talk a couple of minutes about loneliness and the masculine and our social network. So masculine social conditioning means most masculine people are more stoic and more reserved as far as their friends. They don't share as much. They don't embrace vulnerability as much. And so this limits the depth of friendships, of course. In 1995, they did a study that said 3% of men said they didn't have one close friend. But that has really jumped up since then to now more than 15% of men now say they don't have one close friend. And that's staggering. And a much higher percent of men say they're lonely. And and that really affects our overall health. So, and then in 2010, another research study came out that said talked about how our social networks affect our overall physical and mental health. And they compared loneliness and a lack of a social network to being as high of a risk factor to our health as smoking. Now, I want you to think about that. And they said it was much higher than some risk factors like being overweight and not getting enough physical activity. So it had a higher mortality rate. It is linked to a higher mortality rate. That's that's like wow. We need to reach out, start to open up and actually talk with our friends and share from our heart. And if you don't have those kind of friends that you feel safe and comfortable doing that with, then maybe you need to find some new friends. And I talk about that in my book, Positive Masculinity Now. And just I give ways to make new friends where you have something in common. You can volunteer for something that you believe in and that means something to you. You can take a class. You can do. There's a lot of interesting things that you can do to find someone that you have a commonality with, which helps start off a friendship. So the point is that we need to work harder at increasing our social network and embrace vulnerability so that we can actually share more with our friends if we want to live a long, healthy, happy life.